Hello again. Welcome to my YouTube page. Anyone that's new that might be seeing this, you can subscribe. I'm not looking for subscribers, obviously. I've been on here for years doing Bible reviews and still very minimal followers. I just do this because I'm a blue collar worker that has to pay for everything I get. I think I got one free Bible, maybe a few. I might have got a couple from Thomas Nelson to review back in the day. That all got ruined, mainly because people were like writing the companies and saying, why are you giving him free Bibles when he doesn't have a big following? So I kind of gave up on that. Plus, I can't see paying $250 to $300 and up for premium Bibles when I can get one at Walmart and it reads the same. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Again, I'm not doing these to get free knives because I paid for this out of my pocket, and the two I have coming, I have two more Nolichuckies coming. I'm sure most of you knew it was RoseCraft by the looks of it already. So let's just get into that. Now that that's out of the way, I don't have to say that no more about the direction this page kind of goes, and that's why you won't see me on here all the time. I don't have a lot of money, but I like to get the word out there about the things I do believe in, the products, because I know there's many people out there like me that don't have a lot of money, and they want the best product for their money. Like everybody's talking Case, made in the USA. I've had Case. I don't have them no more. They've either like broke, messed up in some way, or I just lost them or gave them away. I didn't know what I had in a lot of those cases. I do know now, doing research, that they do hold their value better and go up in some cases in certain editions and whatnot. But these guys, they sell out just as fast as Case, if not faster, on some of their stuff. Like within hours, the Dappered, I believe it is, jigged bone sold out. It's kind of the orange is red. The green was the same. I couldn't find it anywhere. And then I seen a review. Maybe it was a 2-month-old review, but it was on, they said they had them still at Knife Center. That was like 2 months ago, and they still were there. So I got one of those. So I have 3. The only 2 I won't have is the Dappered Jig and the original and the Moss Brown. But anyway, hopefully they re-release those. If they don't, hopefully I come across them. Either way, I would suggest you go on the RoseCraft page, because if you go to like their dealers, they won't have every blade they've made a lot of times. On there you can go and look through the traditional knives or their modern knives or their fixed blades, whatever you want. The traditional, I would suggest doing what I did, just looking at what blade shape looks the best for you, what's going to fit your EDC, like clip point, drop point. Drop point, something I haven't seen a lot of, if at all, on their page. They have a lot of clip point. And this one's a spear point. Because all the research I've done, the spear point's a little stronger in the tip than a clip point. Clip point's more of like hunting and whatnot. Spear point, for what I'm mainly going to use it for, in EDC, is more than enough. I'm going to use it for things like cutting normal everyday tasks, or like cutting sausages, for example, the summer sausage. Anyways, let's get to the, again, 5 minutes in. So if somebody wants to put that down, fast forward to the 5-minute mark. You can. That was just me rambling on about the direction and why I'm doing these. Future ones won't be so long-winded, so to speak, but I know as a blue collar person, you want to keep looking at the product that you're looking to buy or that you have bought and waiting to receive through the mail. Oftentimes, you don't even care what the person's saying. And I've rewatched videos and turned sound off sometimes just to watch what the knife looks like. So this one's going to vary a lot. Like the bone handled ones that are smooth bone are going to be pretty universal across the way. They're going to have differences because it's a natural material. So there's going to be differences. But the jig will be different because it's hand jig. This is not hand jig. This is like a natural jig, obviously. It's the red deer Stag. It's got a nice valley or jig, natural jig right there on the pile side. And then the show side even has a real deep one. So these here, this is like polished, obviously, to meet the bolster. This, to me, must have been like a jagged piece coming out that they just smoothed down. And same with this area here. Now this is really smooth and kind of nice to rub on. As a matter of fact, I had a first last night when I got this thing. I was laying in bed doing this and I woke up with it still in my hand. So now that I slept with it, I may make her my wife. Horrible pun, but seriously. People name their knives, and maybe I should name this Stagatha after Lagatha, because it's kind of Vikingish looking in a modern traditional way. But anyway, here we go. So, first thing about these is the walk and talk. And I'll say right now as a disclaimer, when I got mine, and maybe mine's different than anybody else's, I didn't get the super snappy sound that I heard with my ear, but on video, I can hear it really loudly. So, because I tested it. So, maybe that's something to keep in mind as well. And as I'm opening and closing it more and more, I do notice I can hear it more audible. When I first got it and went full extended with it, I don't know if the oil or what, it's kind of a slow action and didn't make a real audible clicking noise. But the fit and finish in these are next to none. As you can see, as in all the ones I've watched on reviews, the pins are flush with whatever they're going into. Like this popcorning, it's just smooth. This one here, you can kind of catch it with the skin on your finger a little, which is not the norm by any means. And then it has the full pull here. And everybody's saying the pull's like a 6. That's all relative to me because I would call that, there's times it feels like a 7. Anyway, the measurements on this on their website is 3, 4, 7 open, obviously. So 4 inches closed. I measured it with the measuring tape, 4 inches closed. And it's odd because it's 7 inches open. But see, from this middle of this bolster to the tip, I'm getting like 3 1/16. And if you're measuring from the very bottom of this blade here, it's like 3 1/8. So just keep that in mind. I don't know your carry laws where you're at. In Iowa, it's pretty much anything smaller than the size of your palm. So you're good to go. Here. And even then, they're open carry for like daggers and stuff. It's one of the crazy states. But I'm getting ready to move to Oklahoma, so I need to figure theirs out, obviously. But it is razor sharp. I've cut like paper with it, and that's about all I've done just to test the sharpness. Again, the fit and finish, you can barely see that. It looks like one piece in many instances. It shows better on video, obviously. Picks up more light. Just really good craftsmanship by RoseCraft. I know people complain they're China, but they're an American company. They want to come to America from everything I've learned. They're trying and they're in the process of it. I don't know RoseCraft or Andy like some of these people do, but you see Andy's mark on the pile side. D2 steel, the model number, and STG for Stag. Show side RoseCraft. Super nice knife. Probably the best traditional folder I've ever owned. Over buck, case, any of that. Now, I haven't had like a Tony Bose or Boz or whatever the heck his name is, but I looked at his prices, and that would be if I spent $6,000 on a knife, it'd be a centerpiece in an art gallery at that point. But if I had it in my house, it'd be a centerpiece and a display that's locked, and probably have an alarm on it. And there's people out there that buy them, and I'm not dogging on them. I mean, if you got the money and that's what you want to spend your money on, that's your business. I mean, I'm just a blue collar truck driver, so we don't get that kind of luxury. There's not a lot to say about it aside from the 4, the 3, or as I measure it, 3 and 1/16, 3 and an 1/8 from, depends on where you're measuring it from. But it is 7 inches overall, and it's also 4 inches closed. So I'd call it a 3-inch blade, obviously. But it's been polished here, and it's thicker than the bone, obviously. And then if you're into uniformity, like you want these sides to match, Stag's not for you, obviously. It's a natural material, so it's not going to be perfectly smooth. I mean, they can make one in the future, but it's going to not have all the popcorning and the natural valleys or jigging. That's just really nice right there, that the way they polish that. And I mean, the popcorning itself's kind of nice to rub on. The Stag's just really nice looking knife. It's like looks like a true gentleman's folder to me. I mean, it's rugged. We live in more of a country type setting or town or city, so again, I'm just letting people sit here and look at the craftsmanship. The blade centering on this, to me, is center. I mean, there's going to be a little bit. See, you can't get much more centered than that. There is no play in the blade whatsoever. It does not move side to side, forward, backwards, none of that. The only other one I'm interested in, I can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head. I want to say it's like Saddle Creek or something, or it's a Coke bottle, the Coke bottle ones. That's because the blade's like 3.1, something like that. That means the handle's right at this one, 4. I need a bigger knife. That's 4 inches. I like a knife that I can get a grip on, have some material still out. And I mean, most people are holding it against their fingers here anyhow when they're doing most tasks. I mean, you're bushcrafting or something, really getting in there. This is a grip. You can tell you're not going to let go of that. Is it a hot spot when you're squeezing it? Any knife's going to be, especially these popcorn things coming up. But it's not like horrible. But if you're bearing that much down on a knife, you probably got the wrong tool for the job in the first place. Anyways, I'm planning on doing more of these, probably some unboxings to reveal the one that's supposed to come today. So I guess watch for that video. I was going to do it with this one, but I messed up, and I was going to make a short unboxing. I had the camera this way rather than portrait mode, so now it's all like way zoomed in. So I just went with it, put it on a short with no sound. Again, I just can't say enough about it. Like I said, I slept with this thing last night because of that spot there. It's almost like a worry stone. And again, not all of them are going to have that. Some of them may have more spots than that are like that. It's just going to be whatever you get. Like, the old saying, when you're a kid, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. That's just a really nice chunk of Stag. This is actually my first Stag blade, period. Fixed, folder, anything. And I prefer the one blades. I don't care for the multiple blades. I had plenty of those buck and cases. I had a case John Wayne, didn't know what I had. Misused it. Didn't use it as intended. Was using it on heavy use things. And I think that's the one that broke on me, or the bolster split apart. Something happened to it. I was probably prying with it when I shouldn't have been. I mean, RoseCraft cares about people like the blue collar because they're keeping them affordable. I mean, it might be a little scary that they're putting tools in the hands of people that are not as sharp as the blade, because I never claimed to be a genius by any means. That's about, eventually I'm going to do reviews of multi-tool. I've already got them set. I went crazy with like Swiss knives. I got 3 of these now. This is the companion. This is like a happy medium. The Explorer's got more tools on it, but I got that and my rocks on. I wear bibs, so I'm able to carry multiple things. But this one, this is all you need. This is taking the place of the Swiss Army. This is the rocks on. I'll do a more in-depth review on this. You guys could probably already seen them, or you can do it. There's reviews everywhere. They're modular, so they're really nice to have. And then if you've got the Flex, you want to get the Steinwall bet set off of Amazon. It's $13. It's a screwdriver. Technically comes with a little plastic resin type thing, but they work perfect with these. You use any of those bits and they're double-sided. But it's real handy. It's magnetic. And it kind of snaps really nice right in here, so it keeps it all together. And this has a liner lock. But again, I'll do a more in-depth review on these. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I can't recommend RoseCraft enough, to be honest.